Alright, hey there Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here. We're back once again for another Let's Play episode of Metroid Prime 1 using the Wiimote functionality here on the Metroid Prime Trilogy game. Now, if you didn't miss out during our very first episode, we did go ahead all the way over here to the Space Pirate Frigate, or the space station that is here. Got to go and scan out on some new enemies, such as with the Space Pirates and some of the little mini guys as well that was around within this area. And now what is going to happen here for today is that we are going to have to battle out with the said boss that will be here, known as the Parasite Queen. And we want to be careful as well, because once we do go and destroy out with the Parasite Queen, this whole area will have a said time type of mission that we are going to have to head on out of here before this whole place actually decides to blow up, because that's just the classic Metroid way of whatever happens whenever we go into some sort of major hideout that is going to happen here. Because just like from Metroid Fusion or even with Super Metroid, we will have to have some sort of time limit to get on out before the whole area explodes. Now, with these two videos for today, not only are we just going to be doing out here with the course of with Metroid Prime 1, of course, but we are also going to be jumping into Echoes of Wisdom as well. So with Echoes of Wisdom, we will be heading on into the little mini rifts to at least somewhat help out with Blossu there. But for what this boss is going to be all about with the Parasite Queen is that you want to make sure that you are careful not to get yourself hit by those hyper beam attacks that she is going to be doing. But just make sure that you can use anything like charge beam related. You can go and use missile attacks or even just your regular hits. But for the way of how you're going to have to go and try to hit her is that when those force fields are kind of like not really in your way all that too much, just try to go and hit down on the Parasite Queen as best as you can. And this boss is really not all that too hard, if I have to say so myself. Just have to be a little bit careful with the different type of pathways of where you're going to be firing, because sometimes when the Parasite Queen kind of has like different type of said pathways to go and try to at least somewhat hit her, it gets a little bit annoying, but either way, it should be simple enough here. And now, I'm pretty certain that I think by this time, I think we don't really need to really worry about doing any more other scanning, since we already got most of these said things that we needed to go and do. We wanted to make sure at least we get most of the enemies that are here. And I don't know if I already went and specified that before during the last episode, but anything like enemy related or Chozo lore that is going to happen throughout our time, because I know that we're going to be going into some pretty big other said areas that will happen around within our way. I'm not going to show you guys everything that's going to go on within this type of game that I'm going to be doing, but I will show you guys where the upgrades are. I will show you guys the boss battles, but anything like scanning related, I'm not going to show you guys every type of scan, because it does take a little while. And I think I already went and kind of specified this before, that I believe in the original game is that if you want to try to 100% everything, is that you want to make sure that you try to scan everything as best as you can, and try not to miss out on stuff as well. But like the red ones are somewhat important for you to go and do all the scanning with. And the Chozo lore is actually a red as well, so you want to make sure that you go and try to find those. Alright, so we just need to make sure that we just keep on running as best as we can. We already got enough good time on the clock anyways. We already have about like 6 minutes here. I know that before, when I went and first played through the game, I know that I didn't really do the best of jobs here on the GameCube version side. I got myself into a game over. But mind you, like sometimes running around in this area can get you a little bit lost sometimes. Because it's just really annoying that sometimes of some of these different doors that you have to go and try to shoot down, they don't really open up right away. And then you kind of just figure out that because then you kind of realize that, oh, maybe I am going to be stuck in this area. Well, no, not really. It's just that the door takes like almost like a million years for it to go and open up. And there we go. Another Space Pirate is down. So far, so good. But if you guys ever want me to go and do Metroid Prime 2 or Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, you guys can let me know, because like for me personally is that I wouldn't mind going and play through all the different 3 games of the Metroid Prime series, just because we got Metroid Prime 4 coming out around within the corner pretty much throughout this year. So I'm very excited for what that's going to be happening. And just be careful of these mini guys, though, because I know that sometimes when you go and actually squish on them, you'll get all this type of green goop that will kind of show up on your mask there, kind of make you a little bit lost. But either way, if you already know where to go, you really shouldn't have too much of a problem with those guys kind of spraying their acid at you. Alright, so this is where where I kind of got myself a little bit stuck, because I know that that door kind of took a while for it to go and open up. But there we go. Just keep on heading through these little different tunnel systems here. There should be a situation here at some point where we are going to have to see some sort of random thing that's just going to like pop up out of nowhere, but I don't think that's going to happen just yet. We have to go through some of these type of annoying sentry machines that are here. So just like how we did it before, just need to go and use our charge beam and just blast those guys on out of there. And somewhere within here, after once we start heading on out of this area, something is actually going to knock us back, and we're going to lose all of our main upgrades that we have at this moment in time. And this is where the game is actually going to kind of let us know that unfortunately we don't really have all the upgrades, and we're going to have to go and search for all of them in different parts of the different areas that we explore. Okay, so yeah, so here's this thing. Now, I'm pretty certain I think you can get yourself injured by that, but we just want to be really careful. There should be a door somewhere around within this area that will actually allow us to head on out. I'm just a little bit stuck trying to figure out where the door is, but I think it's not all that too difficult to find. Yeah, it's just right on over here. There we go, just keep on moving. And there we go. You don't really have to worry about the mini guys all that too much, because they're really not that much of a problem. But now this is where we get to go and use our grapple beam. Now the grapple beam is actually somewhat pretty nice. I think all that we really have to go and do with that is just press on the Z button, and it will just grapple us over across to the other side, different areas here. But there's Ridley. He's going to be showing up. And I guess we're going to have to follow him as well to figure out where our next location is going to be. Alright, so use your Z button and start lining yourself over. I have to say, that's actually a little bit nicer compared to the GameCube version, because I think you have to press the Z button or something, I think, for that, right? Well, I think it's like a different way. I don't know. Either way, you could go and use all your different Z buttons there for that. Alright, there we go. And let's just make sure that we go and activate that before things start happening. But oh man, Samus, you should have went and headed inside the elevator before that was going on there. Now we just lost all of our equipment. Man, we had all the suits there. Like, I'm pretty sure that was the zero gravity suit, I think, right? Yeah, so unfortunately we're just kind of bare bones at this point, so we lost everything. And then you get all the different notifications that is going to happen within your own regular suit that's going to be saying that we lost all the functionalities for most of everything that's here. Now, the one type of upgrade that we will actually pick up here in this video is going to be for the missiles, I'm pretty certain. So we will be able to go and reuse those again, because there's going to be a lot of missile doors to be located around, and we should be able to find at least one of the main type of energy tanks that we will be able to go and add on over here to Samus without having too much of an issue. Yep, so there goes Ridley. We better go and get into our ship and better head off over to where Ridley's going to be going off to. Alright, so Pirate Frigate has been escaped. Hooray. And that means Tallon Overworld is going to be the next stop that's going to be in our destination. Now, unfortunately, in the Tallon Overworld, we can't really go and do too much amount of stuff within here. You will be able to go and search that. There will probably be some morph ball area locations to go and do, but we don't really have the morph ball at this point in time anymore. But I have to say, like, I am very much impressed that with the HDMI Wii Dual that I have for what is going on for this game, looks really, really, really nice. Like, this feels like I'm actually, like, playing off of, like I said, Dolphin game at this point, with the way of how this resolution actually looks like. Like, I have to say, like, if you want to play, like, a really good type of game that works off of the Wii Dual very nicely, like, Mario Kart, like, a Wii, or even with any of the Metroid Prime games, look really, really gorgeous on this. Now, I believe the Metroid Prime 1 remaster actually does have the 60 frames per second as well, too. It actually has a little bit of some extra improvements as well, which I was thinking about originally before was going to buy that game for the Switch, but you know what, I have Metroid Prime Trilogy, and you know what, just go and play it off of the old school Wii should be good as well too. So this is where I will go and show you guys where most of the enemies are going to be located around over here. So I'm not going to show you guys like too much exactly on what I'm going to be doing around within this way of the Tallon Overworld, or even with the any other type of the other different set areas. But we will just be scanning for enemies as we go along. Don't know if I ever may probably go and just show you guys exactly what some of these creatures are, because like I know that they kind of get put into our own little type of log area of stuff. So maybe at some point I'll probably do that. And then here are some other little other type of creatures that are really not so much of attacking purposes, but we can just scan them as we go. We got some of these type of jellyfish as well. Now, you should be careful of some of these other type of enemies that are going to be around, because these guys do like to spit their attacks at you. And I'm pretty sure there's also one where it's a little bit more annoying, because this one I don't think we can actually go and do anything along within that guy. I think you actually have to use missiles to actually go and destroy them. Got some sort of random plant creature that's here, and unfortunately I don't think I actually picked up with the full entire scan on that, but maybe if we ever do come back again, I'll try to pick up with the scan as well. But I just want to make sure that we at least somewhat destroy this guy, because I would at least like to show you guys that there is this door here. Now, we have to go and come back to that later, but that's for a missile door. We don't really have anything missile related to go into some other places, but that is an area to go and come back to later. Alright. So now we're going to be heading all the way off to the said Chozo Ruins area. This is where we are going to have to go and find our next said boss that's going to be here. And if you guys are wondering about what the next boss is going to be, well, we are going to actually have to go and face off with the Mecha Hive. Now, this is actually a said type of annoying boss that we are going to have to unfortunately get quite a bit injured for this, because again, I'm not really the best when it comes to this type of said boss because of just how annoying that some of those little mini wasp creatures actually do go and show out. But they'll start like flying around you, and you have to like try and aim at your weapon to go and fire at them, and sometimes they don't really land all that too much. But yeah, that was the first of many Chozo lore there. There will be other times that we will be searching for the said lore as well. Now, I think in Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, I think the Chozo lore is a little bit different compared to how they actually look like here. Because like, I'm pretty sure that I think if you want to find anything Chozo lore related, I think it would actually show it like with a symbol or something, and you could go and collect it, if I can recall, right? I could be wrong. It could be something like this around over here as well too, but anytime that you see like any type of weird like wavy thing and that has like a red scan on it, normally that kind of indicates that that's like a Chozo lore thing that's going on there. We're just kind of just scanning the area, looking for any type of creatures or anything. So here's something around over here in this way. Now these guys kind of just like to just kind of put a stop to where your movement is. But anyways, we're gonna knock all these guys around. We'll continue onwards throughout our journey. And oh yeah, we got some of these type of olives enemies out here for our time. Yeah, they kind of do look like olives, but they're like kind of like little sentry guys, and we don't really want to get ourselves attacked by those. Oh, and there we go. More Chozo lore. Very nice. That's our second one so far. I don't know how many exactly for all the Chozo lore is around over here, but... So yeah, so here are some of the beginner type of wasp enemies that are here. We'll find another one that will be like more in their red type of form because they're more faster than the original ones that are here. All right, that was another type of creature. These guys are kind of like little firefly dudes, where they kind of like to help you out, try to figure out where you're going. Now, you may also want to go and scan some of the type of little viney dudes that are here as well, because those are also set enemies as well in the process. Okay, so here we are, just right through this door, and this is where we'll get one of our first of many set upgrades here in just a little bit. And we are getting somewhat of a warning here, which that does mean that there is some sort of boss showing up. Okay, so all that we have to go and do right now is just kind of just walk on over towards to that said missile spot. Yeah, I think we got most of the scans that we do need before anything else that happens, except for the, for the two enemies that are here. But, yeah, so unfortunately, no missiles yet. But we will have to go through the Mecha Hive boss. And the one way that we actually have to go and battle out with this dude is that afterwards you're all defeated with all the little mini wasps that are here, you just want to just make sure that that you just keep off firing at the actual machine, and then that should be able to go and do some damage. But yeah, so there we go. So now it just went and opened up, and then that's where you just want to go and just start firing, I'm pretty certain. Alright, so now we're going to have to do one more. And let's go scan it. There we go. Yeah, and unfortunately, we'll have to take quite a bit of some damage out here for this guy. But we did do pretty well. We actually did not lose out on anything. We did not go into a game over, but not to worry. Even though that you are losing out on some health, there is an energy tank just right behind throughout the said missile area, and you will be able to pick up with another extra set a little bit of some more extra HP along within our time. Alright, so we got the missile launcher required. And you guys already know how that already works. And this is where I will go and end off with the video for today. And I'll be seeing you guys for another time of Metroid Prime.